panic attacks are awful. I have been there at several points in my life, so I really understand how frightening and difficult they can be. Hi, I'm Katja Cahoon. I'm a yoga teacher and psychotherapist. If you're having a panic attack right now, just anchor yourself to my voice, look at the video, and I'm going to walk you through this. If you're listening to this because you want something ready if or when a panic attack hits you, just go through the exercise with me and practice it, and then you'll have it accessible when you need it. So first of all, when you have a panic attack, you want to orient yourself to the present space. You want to bring yourself back, so to speak. So what I want you to do right now is look around where you are and look at 5 things that you can see and label them quietly. So when I look around, yellow pillow, orange pillow, green pillow, another pillow, it's red, kind of red. And I can see the recording device in front of me. So do this. If you're alone, say it out loud because that can be actually kind of calming. And if not, if you're somewhere where you can't speak out loud or would be a little bit funny, just do it in your head. And then list 4 things you can hear. So sometimes people get stumped on that, and I'm going to tell you right away, my voice is something you can hear. And you are hearing it when you're listening to this. And perhaps there is, sort of a slight noise in the room. I right now can hear some birds singing outside. Yeah. And perhaps there is the hum of a refrigerator, or maybe traffic outside, or whatever it might be, voices in the other room. So 4 things you can hear. And then 3 things you can touch. So with your hands, so again, I can touch the soft pillow, I can touch my wrap here, and I can also actually feel the clothes on my skin. So I can feel the jeans that I'm wearing. So that is touch. So very gently, you bring yourself back to the sensations. And then 2 things you can smell. Now that's going to be a little bit difficult if you're indoors in a room, and then you can just sort of label, neutral smell. Or maybe you're wearing a lotion or perfume or have something in your hair, you can smell that. If you're outside, there are usually some more smells and scents. If you're, let's say, stuck in traffic or something, and maybe you smell a little bit the exhausts or something. So 2 things you can smell. And then 1 thing you can taste. Now, this is going to be even more difficult if you haven't eaten any or not eating or drinking something, right? So right now I'm sitting here, I'm recording this. I'm not eating or drinking anything. But you know what? I remember the dinner I had earlier. So I can sort of bring that taste back. And if you struggle with that, you also can think of something that you really like, a food that you really, really, really like. And you just think of that taste. And that works for smell as well. So hopefully with that, you've come a little bit back to the room, to the space you're in, or your car, wherever you find yourself, and you're a little bit more centered in your body. And the next thing to do is to take some calm breath. Not too deep, not too fast, but not too shallow either. Right, so just breathe in, perhaps for a count of 4. And then breathe out, perhaps for a count of 4, but don't force it. Very, very, very often with a panic attack, breathing is out of whack. Sometimes you can go into hyperventilation, or it's just very panicked, very shallow. But we also don't want to make it too deep. We just kind of want to very gently in and out, and in and out. So that breathing is one of our most powerful ways to regulate our nervous system, but it can be a little bit hard to do initially when you're having a panic attack. Now, one thing you can do if you have a friend or a partner who is there, they can actually help you with that. So sometimes when I work with someone in session and they're, maybe experiencing something close to it, I use my hand and I go count, breathe in for 2, 3, 4, and I have them look at my hand and then breathe out for 2, 3, 4. And you very gently follow the hand up and down. You can actually also do that yourself, right? So now I'm bringing some gentle movement in and down. And as you go down especially, you can even imagine you kind of letting the energy go down. And the last thing you can do is to kind of consciously relax your body a little bit. So often, there's bracing, there's hunching, shoulders go up with a panic attack. So see if you can release that a little bit, just some gentle movement like we just did, or maybe gentle opening. And perhaps you press into your legs, so that slight tension and opening, you can see it with me, can feel really good. And then breathe in, and then you relax. And then you press in, inhale, and breathe out and relax. And do it one more time. Breathe in. And relax down. So 3 things, right? Orient yourself to the space you're in. That's very, very powerful. All these things take a little bit of practice. So if they don't work right away, please don't give up. It takes a bit of time. So orient yourself. Where am I? What can I see? What can I touch? What can I feel? What can I hear? I am here. It's very, very powerful for the nervous system to orient to time and space. Next, breathing. Very gentle. You can do it with a little hand movement or have someone else do it for you. And then last, a little bit of conscious relaxation, or perhaps pressing a little bit into your legs to, again, orient yourself in your body, let go of some tension or bracing, and return to the present moment. So don't give up. It really does get better. It does take some practice. And the more you practice these tools when you're not in a panicked state, the more you have them available when a panic attack hits. And again, if you have a friend, coworker, partner that is with you at work or at home, if you can teach them these tools or show them this video so that they can learn, that's also super helpful, because then they can remind you. And the last thing, you can't die from a panic attack. And there are solutions. And I would say perhaps seek some help from a therapist, a psychologist, to work on the reasons why you're having a panic attack. But start with some simple tools and skills, and take good care of yourself.